rocking with the pod, the People of Detroit podcast, hosted by Sir LA, the Leah. And on this episode, know the vibe, the pod, sponsored by Natural Nation and Shyware.
Yes, y'all in here rocking. We rocking. Everybody rocking. Let's get it. All right. That was just some test tube baby shit. All right. Yo. What up, though? It's your boy, Sir LA.
It's your girl, Dahlia.
And y'all rocking with the pod, a.k.a. the people of Detroit. You already know what it is.
Yes.
And we just finishing, today off with a dope rapper, which is also my cousin. She go pretty crazy. And her name is Know the Vibe. So I want everybody to make some noise at home for Know the Vibe. You feel me?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so where should I start here? So where you grew up at?
Brightmore. I always say Brightmore, Michigan.
Brightmore, Michigan, for sure. They got their own rules over there. I don't know what niggas be on over there, but they cool sometimes.
Man, y'all gonna chill on my hood.
But yeah. So as far as like, the beginnings for you, keep sum that up for me. As far as like your beginnings, as far as a kid, going into your teenage years, like what was things that you wanted to do as an adult in those times? What was things that you was like, I want to do this when I get older?
When I was younger, like I wanted to be like a cowgirl or like a teacher. Like I was into weird stuff. I'm trying to tell you, like nice. I don't know, like it was either that, a teacher or a nurse.
Okay.
Then like, as I got older, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try nursing. Then I realized like I don't like science or math or none of that stuff. So I'm like, nah, that's not gonna work. So I don't know. Like I'm still trying to figure it out, honestly, to keep it real with you.
No, we all trying to still figure that out. So I understand where you coming from with that. As far as like, you and your music, like where did it originate from? Did you do poetry originally?
Yeah, like when I was younger, I used to do like poetry and like creative writing.
Okay.
And stuff like that. So, I used to write little raps when I was younger, and my mama would find them, but...
You be talking crazy on man.
In trouble. But, yeah. That's pretty much it. Like I said, it stemmed from that creative writing, then it stemmed from poetry, then it stemmed to, short stories, and, it just elevated from there, so...
Okay. So what year would you say, or what age would you say you start kind of writing actual music, like hooks and verses,
Like fourth or fifth grade, so
okay.
9 or 10.
Okay, yeah. That sounds about right for me too. Mm-hmm. Okay. And you went to Inkster High, right?
Yeah.
I know you told me earlier, like, unfortunately.
I mean, let me stop. You would say that on camera. That's really like...
We gotta talk that shit. You ready to talk that shit?
But no, it's really... That was really a lit school, for real. Like, somebody made a post today saying that Inkster High was, like, the HBCU of high schools. And it really was, like, all black faculty, all black staff, like, all black, students, like, it's just, and we had like a lot of things popping for they shut us now. We're not gonna talk about why, but
for sure.
I mean, it's good that you still were able to draw some type of positive memory out of that, especially now that Inkster doesn't even like have a school district.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, it's crazy that it's now merged with a completely different city, and I noticed for the little stint that I stayed out there just how everything was set up with that. It was definitely interesting. Definitely interesting. I know something I noticed about you out the gate when I first got to know you. One, you're a beautiful soul. So very, very, very sweet person. Don't mess with her. She won't mess with you. She's a sweet person, though. Love her. And you are a hustler. Like, I think that was like the first thing I noticed about you that I just respected so much. You, my dear, are definitely a Jane of all trades, but you master your trades, which is something that's definitely rare that you don't see a lot of people do. And what I want to know is how do you survive through a 24-hour period on little to no sleep? Because you go crazy. You got a lot of different things going on, lady.
For sure.
Tell us about it. Tell us all the good stuff you got brewing.
Man,
You got a lot.
I have my own cleaning business, of course, OG Cleaning Company.
Okay.
We taking a break for right now. That little holiday season was kind of crazy, but y'all will know when we get back to it. Make sure y'all follow it on all platforms.
OG Cleaning Services.
Yes.
Only Girl Cleaning Services.
Yes, indeed.
You feel me?
Support
Look it up.
Black business. Support your community.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
And we gets to it.
For sure.
But that can be time consuming. I do hair on the side. I do makeup on the side. Like just little miscellaneous stuff.
Right, but don't just talk. You cold at it though.
Oh no, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just it's so much other stuff to.
Crazy, you know
Definitely, she masters the trades. I'm telling you.
Thank you.
Facts, cause got the Ayler blood. That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure. I just want to bring up a random moment that you don't like to acknowledge all the time. But what was the process during the era when you was making 645 on Outer Drive, you know, back in 2017? You know what I'm saying? Where was your mind at when you made that? Like, how was you, you know what I'm saying, handling life, and how was you getting through, you know what I'm saying, making those records on that time frame?
Well, back then I was Froze 23. It wasn't a Know the Vibe.
Facts.
That was more so me getting back into writing and me getting back into doing music. Unfortunately, like, I'm not going to go too much into the backstory, but unfortunately, like, there was a time where I was homeless and I had to get on my grizzly. I had to do, you know, I had to get on my stuff.
Right.
So in the meantime of me doing that, where I was staying, it was a lot of musically inclined people. Somebody out the group made beats, Detroit Shanzi, and it just went from there. Like, you know, I would just write beats to just be playing all day, every day, and I just get to writing.
Like a stress reliever for you during that time, dealing with what you kind of mentioned.
Yeah, it was very therapeutic because it was just more so of an outlet. Like, I probably had like one or two people I could really talk to at the time. So to have that music outlet, it was, you know, it was dope. I got a lot of thoughts out. Got a cute little project. It's funny that you even brought it up because I was just listening to it on SoundCloud the other day. I do not promote.
Okay, y'all heard
645 on
Go
Drive.
check out. It's actually, you changed the name to Know the Vibe recently.
Yeah, it's on there.
So Know the Vibe on SoundCloud. Her very first tape. It's called 645 on Outer Drive, and I used to live on Outer Drive too. That's why I kind of
yeah, that's what I looked out of it. Like,
too,
I was definitely all OD with the memories.
Oh yeah, hella.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's good. Well, you know, as far as like you and your career, I see my favorite song personally is Nolamite. You know, and you dropped that.
Thank you.
You dropped that December 2021. 2020. I think you dropped it December and it came out January or something like that.
Maybe. I don't know.
It was
This
weird.
Like,
I think you dropped it December, but the video came like.
I didn't even drop the video.
I mean, not Nolamite. I meant the audio. As far as like you dropping it on Spotify and stuff that or whatever. But I'm just speaking on that because that was one of my favorite songs by you. Like,
well, thank you.
What tip was you on? Because you was talking so much shit in that song. I'm like, you was on tip.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I fuck with it though.
Aggression.
For sure.
Yeah, nah, I had that beat for a long time, and it's like, I'm like, what am I gonna do with this? Like, it's just sitting in my phone. I got a lot of beats just sitting in my phone, and I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do with this?
Right.
So, I don't know. I just start flowing like.
And see your producer Detroit Shanzi. He got them quick fast ass beats. You used to tell me,
definitely.
You used to tell me people ain't really like rapping on them because they were so fast.
Yeah.
You like, but shit, I fuck with it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's pretty much how it came about because people can't. What somebody just said to me the other day, like, a lot of niggas run away from the beat instead of trying to ride the beat.
Period.
Right.
Perfect analogy.
Instead of, trying to, expand their horizons or expand their styles, they rather just stick with one style. It's like, all right.
They don't want to challenge themselves.
Yeah, they rather keep that same cadence and instead of trying to explore, other beats and other options. So
right. Keep it to
I feel like that's what made me stick out. So
no, I will say, your ear, if you haven't heard No's music, her ear for beats is just honestly awesome, because I have not heard not one beat that was lackluster or lacking in any way. She selects fire for every single track, so I definitely can vouch for that. Your selection and what you choose to flow to, you got a good ear.
Thank you.
I do got like my top 3 songs that I love by you. I ain't gonna lie, I'll be they in the playlist. Rain is the next one. And I see you had dropped a visual to that, probably like March or something this year type shit.
That time.
And the visual is different, you know what I'm saying? I like the way you went with it. I like how you went with it. You know what I'm saying? You spazzing as usual. You know what I'm saying? Like, how was you in that mindset with that song? Like, did that song got any memories to it? Anything stick out when you hear that certain song?
That beat stick out to me. Like,
right.
I don't even remember the process. I just remember that beat. I'm like, nobody is doing nothing like this, or nobody trying to touch nothing like this. And in my head at the time, I'm like, TikTok. So I'm like, somebody gonna jet off of this or something. But honestly, I'm too old for that whole TikTok era. Like, trying to be a content creator on TikTok.
I never downloaded TikTok.
Age.
I swear.
It's cool to look at. Don't get me wrong, but to actually be a TikToker, and like I said, when you was certain age, it's like, I ain't got time for this. I ain't about to be sitting up talking to my phone all day. I
downloaded it, y'all, and still have 0 videos. I just can't bring myself to. It just looked like just a responsibility. In addition to the other social media platforms, it's just another responsibility. I'm gonna have to pay a kid or something to operate.
Man, what? That's what I'm saying.
I'm telling you, every other month is some platform that's going viral that we got to keep up with to keep in contact with the people.
And I ain't doing it no more.
I feel that. Nah, my another song that I ain't gonna lie that I rock with a lot is 441 in Vegas.
Yes.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we in the video too. Go watch our video.
Oh
on
yeah,
YouTube.
right.
You feel me?
Yeah, right.
Shot that.
You feel me? Know the vibe. Yes, 441 indeed. In Vegas. You feel me? Me and my lady had the opportunity of having quick little cameos in there. We had a good time and shit. Good time.
Definitely got to watch her in her genius. And,
facts.
And it was quick. What I liked about it was some of the like improv things you were doing on the spot. Like her creative eye is just, her attention to detail is really dope. I think it's an Ayler thing. I don't know what it is, but she was just randomly picking up stuff that just matched with the whole scenery and was just tying all her shots together. And I thought it was dope seeing her freestyle like that. Definitely a creative genius for sure.
Yeah.
I wish we would have got there earlier so we could have been in the video more, but I ain't gonna say it. No, I just talking shit. But no, we got, because by the time we got there, I think you already had shots with stuff, and y'all was in the car about to go back in or something was going on.
Yeah,
we got
it was
there,
a lot going on in that period.
But it was a good day.
That was
put some good work in that day too.
Only reason we shot that for real, I was checking my distro kid sets, and I had got like a radio play that day or something like that. Okay. And I'm looking like, what this mean? I asked Shanzi, he like, sometimes iHeartRadio be picking up your stuff. Da, da, da. I'm like, I'm about to go shoot a video. Y'all got me messed up. It's over with. So
sometimes it be coming through.
That came together in like 24 hours. So
I have a question for you. I want to know, because, everybody's sitting here. Obviously, we've all been tied into music because we love it. We love it here. But I want to know your favorite, most treasured, like, hip-hop memory, rather creating or performing, or just, I want to know your favorite memory that you're going to always cherish dealing with the music.
I don't know yet. I don't feel like I've had that moment yet. Yeah, I don't feel like I've had that moment yet. Yeah, I don't know.
So stay tuned to be continued. Yeah. She's gonna be creating some miraculous moments.
Yeah, trying to. We gonna get out here.
Indeed.
Oh, but you most definitely been working, and when you came, I ain't gonna lie, the album was hard as fuck. It was hard as fuck.
For sure.
The album art was hard as fuck. And what album I'm speaking about is called Big Vibe by Know the Vibe. She dropped it August 2021, so it ain't been out too long, but it's out there on all streaming platforms. Check it out for sure. And I don't know, I think on that CD, to me, you really found your niche. You feel me? Like you really was like, oh shit, you locked the fuck in. And I was like, just hearing how you was just wordplay and how you just, you know what I'm saying, going crazy. And yeah, when you drop Big Vibe, you know, niggas, that shit makes some noise.
It was definitely, I'm not gonna say it was, it's definitely serious. I knew when I heard the tracks. I knew when we actually came to the studio and heard the couple tracks. I knew then. I said, okay, nobody sounds like this. Nobody doing it like this. And I love female MCs. I love MCs. So anytime I can share space where women are being creative and they like dogs on the mic, like it's a dope moment for sure. So I know the people out there, if you haven't heard any of the projects, definitely you want to follow Know the Vibe.
For
Do that.
And
got some visuals out there, you know what I'm saying? She doing her thing.
And of course, check out the visuals for sure. But I wanted to mention something else that a lot of people may not know about you as well. This young lady is definitely for the cause, for the community. You know, I see you doing different initiatives, and I seen recently that you were promoting a drive for some outerwear, and you want to tell the people a little bit about how that process went for you, how that event turned out for you.
Well, this was our second year doing it, actually. I'm trying to get in the motion of doing it, of, you know, helping out the homeless or gifting the homeless every holiday season. So this past season, we recently had a hat, scarf, and glove drive, and we took donations from like the middle of November to the beginning of December. And we had a few people, you know, give, but ultimately we were able to provide gifts for 36 members of the Detroit Rescue Mission. So that's usually what we do. We try to find different organizations every year. It's not always a set plan. Originally, we wanted to hit the streets ourselves and actually go find people. But if y'all recall, this Christmas, you know, everybody wasn't outside like that. So, you know, had to go, you know, make it work. So.
Okay.
That's still dope, nevertheless. You know, it's a lot of people that they don't give, and then some people the intention is not there, the genuineness is not there. So it's dope that you the type of individual that you doing things, you know, and you don't always have to tell your right what your left doing and vice versa. You just go out there and you do it and make it happen, and you just did it on your own, which I thought was really, really dope. And I definitely hope that this is a shining example to encourage more artists to pull things together and to give back to our community as well. Do good, get the good back to you. You feel me?
I tell people that all day. I say the more good you do, the blessings come back like crazy. It's like, and they come back just out of nowhere, like plentiful. So it's like always do things without people looking at you. That's what I tell people, and that's how you become blessed.
I got a second question for you, though.
Go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead. Do your thing.
Give me your favorite childhood Detroit memory.
Favorite childhood Detroit memory? Burning up your thighs on a giant slide.
Oh.
After waiting in that line for 20 minutes.
You gotta thug through the rest of the day.
Gotta walk up the steps, trudging up them steps. You ain't got the nerve to want to do it 2 more times. Then run into the swings, not walking. Like,
it felt like the longest climb.
Big
ever.
baby vibes, like crazy.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah.
Let me see. I know. What is like as far as like musically, like what's a CD that is like when you can listen to that shit front, back, side of it all day, like on some hip hop shit.
The Graduation album, Kanye West.
Okay, I like that. That's my shit too.
Kanye,
Classic for sure.
Yeah.
Classic for sure.
Definitely want to get some motivation. You can pop in some classic, you know. and he deliver.
It's a specific era of Ye.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
it really
A
is.
specific era.
Yes, classic, older. You know.
Nowadays, niggas just let him do what he do. But
Yeah.
early on, I always tell motherfuckers, I love motherfuckers' first and second albums and shit like that.
The hunger that's there.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
They starving. They want
After
it.
that, it's like once you figure out you popping. Or
do
people
whatever you
listening,
want.
it's like, all right, I'm just about to get them they deadline. You know, let me go ahead, record this, put this in.
Yeah, for sure. They get laxed as hell. Then they start putting on mediocre shit, but at the same time, their fan base is a certain, so it's still relevant.
But you got some folks that's gonna always deliver heat no matter what, just because they like competing with themselves, and those are the ones we can truly appreciate to carry us over from each generation, era of hip hop for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I want to know, as far as being a woman, going into hip hop and being around such a male-driven industry, and I'm sure in most rooms you was probably the only feminine energy a lot of the time. I'm sure. So, can you
must not make these new age niggas.
Oh man, I'm already imagining. So the question that's coming. I want to know what that feels like, being the female voice in the room full of guys, in this industry. A lot of women that's thinking about getting into hip hop. This is an aspect that I don't think that they consider until they get in that room, and it's like, whoa,
It's very. It can be. I'm not gonna say it is, because everybody had their own experiences.
Right.
It can be very aggravating when you don't have the right people around, or it's not even not having the right people around. It's okay. What I've noticed is, let me answer your question specifically. What I've noticed is, being one of the only female energies in the studio, is that a lot of the men feel like they know your career better than you, or they know what's best for you. And it's like, you not living in my skin.
That's right.
You don't have to do what I do. You don't no, it's two different lanes. And that's what I think a lot of men don't understand. It's a lot of stuff that y'all can get away with doing that won't nobody say nothing about, and it's a lot of stuff that women can get away with doing that won't nobody say nothing about. Right. But just because I'm a female don't mean I don't know my lane.
Right.
So that's one of the things that gets on my nerves, is people feeling like they know what's best for me.
For sure. I think it's definitely important for women to maintain their position, their voice, especially whatever room they're in, no matter what industry. If you're in a room full of men, you have to be assertive, or you just won't get hurt. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. But you're gonna always make sure you get ahead if you make sure you stand your ground no matter what.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely.
Well, I know you got one of those moments where you was working on something and you somewhere, you in the studio or something, and somebody just hate on some shit you doing. How many times has happened to you?
Never.
Ain't nobody ever.
No, because I'm sweet. It ain't no reason to hate. I ain't even trying to be funny.
Talk that shit. Then.
You look like not even. It's like I ain't saying it's not possible. But let's keep it real. 9 times out of 10, ain't nobody gonna say it to your face neither. Right. So let's keep it real. Even if that was the case, I wouldn't know nothing about it, because ain't nobody said nothing to me. Yeah, so as far as I'm concerned,
right.
Of course. Okay.
Ain't no moments, That's just how I feel.
Hey, talk that shit then. You know what I'm saying?
So it's something I saw on your page. You have a podcast. I want you to tell us about it. Tell us the premise. Tell us about it.
So yes, I have my podcast coming up with my homegirl Milfy the Sleeves.
Okay.
Still in the workings. Won't have an exact date for when stuff is coming out, but it is coming very, very, very soon.
Coming soon.
You will be familiar with us. We doing a lot of events right now. We got the sneaker ball going on January 29th at the Yacht Club. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets. It's in my bio and her bio. But basically, the background of the show is we the new 106 in Park, Detroit.
Okay.
At the end of the day, we gonna be going out looking for known talent and unknown talent, playing their videos on our platform, reviewing them, not even, or, encouraging them, just giving them another platform. Okay. And, you reach out to them, let them know, you know, we talking about you. We reviewing your show. I mean, your stuff. So go ahead, look at the show, check it out. We gonna have plenty of other topics going on, interviews, plenty more events coming up this year. But like I said, that's with me and my homegirl Milfy. And we about to go crazy.
Indeed. So make sure y'all following and checking for when the show debuts. I know it's gonna be dope. 2 sisters from the city.
Y'all know, y'all can double back here.
Yes, indeed.
Y'all can talk y'all shit on here. We talk that shit. We come on y'all shit. And do
it's enough out here for everybody. Y'all remember that.
So it's always about sticking together because that's what all the ethnic groups, they stick together. Black people, we just be mad at each other. We be hating, be mad. Screw all that bullshit, bro. Like, it's my family, so of course I'm gonna be there for her. But it's like my inner circle that I'm close with. Y'all gotta be together and make money and make moves and do things. That's how shit happens. You can't do shit. Can't do shit by yourself.
All money in, no money out.
Period.
That's fact, though.
Keep it circulating.
Yeah. So as far as like with your OG cleaning services, only girl cleaning services, how did Corona affect your business? Like when it really started to, it was going crazy for a minute, but when you started, did you have any like irritations with that?
Not really, because for a long time I thought I was invincible against Corona. So I was chancing. I didn't care. I was about to go get my money.
For sure.
But at the end of the day, I took the proper precautions. Wear your mask, social distance. A lot of my customers, they understood the whole pandemic and social distancing thing. Mm-hmm. What up? You just missed the shout out. My bad. That's Milfy right here.
Hey, what's up, Milfy?
Yeah. What's up? But look, they threw me all off track. But it was real. It was easy to do the transition. Like I said, I wasn't about to let that stop my money, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I seen that you made a appearance in the Eastside Egg Roll video not too long ago.
It wasn't his video. It was my man's.
He was featured in the song?
It was my man's Gotti video. And
no disrespect, what video that was. I just remember his name. That's all.
Yeah, but it was my man's 7-6 Gotti video.
Okay. That
he did with Core, produced by Elroy Beats.
Okay.
But
how was that experience? The video looked crazy. was it crazy like the video looked? Oh, no comment. Oh, that's funny.
Niggas was drunk. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Hey, well, whenever there's a little inebriation going on,
that's why we don't drink.
Judgment free zone when the inebriation.
No, for sure.
Because
there really ain't no rules when it's that mode anyway.
That's the problem.
You get the courage. Folks get capes on, and
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
Popeye and his spinach.
So
I think I'm strong when I drink
the
too
music
much.
on hold for a minute. What is looking like for Know the Vibe as far as like music wise? Like
right now we on hold. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, cause I'm still trying to figure this thing out. I'm going through a lot of things eternally, emotionally, spiritually, and I'm feeling a lot of conviction lately behind my music. So. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. A recent conversation I've been having with myself is how can I incorporate God's gift? Because, I can rap. So what am I gonna do with that? That's gonna be beneficial to life,
right.
And
on a positive life.
On a positive plane instead of the typical. Repeated, regurgitated, rewinded, reproduced,
For sure.
It's like, yeah. I don't know. That's where I'm at with it right now. But I'm still writing. I'm always going to write. Thoughts always going to be there.
So I'm assuming like you done with the cussing, I'm assuming. Or you still going?
I'm still working on myself. I'm not perfect. Like,
that's about throw a hell or damn
the light curse words, the light ones. But at the end of the day, like, it's a journey. I'm not gonna wake up tomorrow and be everything that God wanted me to be. So
for sure.
As long as I'm, working towards that, I feel like I'm gonna be good. So, but yeah, like I said, when I say as far as like my journey, like I didn't talk about my struggle as much. Know the Vibe is a very braggadocious rapper, so that was more so my persona of me coming out that struggle. We talked about me being homeless in 2016. So like I said, mattress on the floor, like no heat type vibes going on. So me coming out of that, it's like I'm about to talk my talk then, because why not? Like I've been down too long.
And
like
you deserve to talk that talk.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like,
exactly.
Can't nobody tell you shit when you get past a certain, hurdle in life. It's like, man, what? I did this shit, bro. You can't tell me shit about nothing.
I get my money right.
Okay,
period.
So
period.
That's true.
In my head, it's like that can't be my talk for the rest of my career though. It's nice. It sounds sweet. But I gotta bring some of the substance to it. And for me personally, I talk a lot of junk about a lot of rappers. That's why this podcast about to be crazy. Because in my head, I just told you I've been writing since I was 10. So I hear music differently. I process music differently. Yeah. And at the end of the day, it's like you have to have some type of transition. You can't always come out talking about what you was talking about in the beginning. Because where's the growth?
No, that's facts.
Nobody ever, came up being stagnant. So I just don't want to do that with my career.
No, I totally get that.
You said something that it made me think of a moment. Because I know when you mentioned just, on your journey and you discovering different things and redefining, I guess, what your career is going to look and feel like, in that new state. And what I will definitely encourage you to do is to keep doing what you're doing with the writing, because honestly, something you write one day may save someone's life.
Right.
I remember there was a moment, it was right after I had my youngest son, and I was going through my divorce. And I wrote this poem, speaking as if I was talking to one man, but I was talking to both my baby fathers, right? And I had this crazy poem, and I said it. But when I got off stage, a girl walked up to me and almost ran me over. And she was like, girl, I needed to hear that. And she was just, and I'm like, not thinking a big deal of it. I'm thinking like I was just dogging my baby daddies out because I was upset. Right. But something in that piece touched her and just made her whole day better. And I would have never thought that. So I just give you that example to say, you never know, telling your story, expressing yourself. You never know. Whatever you choose to put, on that paper and then you put out there in the world, you never know how it affect or touch somebody. So definitely, dig deep. And when you are ready to return, the people are going to love and appreciate it. And I'm sure you're going to touch somebody because you got a lot of stuff you could really, really put out in the world. It's all about you finding the channeling that and finding the direction that you feel fits spiritually. So
I personally can say like just seeing in you your whole life, you most definitely came up. You know what I'm saying? I am proud of you as far as like how you moving and what you want to become and how you want to become. And I'm glad you moving that way. I love you to death. You know what I'm saying? And I try to anybody that's close to me and I see them busting their ass, I want to help them. You feel me? Because I can't help somebody more than they help themselves. So I see you going crazy. You got that Ayler blood in you. So when I bring you on here, it's for you to expose us to talk and do stuff like that. Or, just had a birthday recently. I invited all my close friends. They came out. They all performed. I performed. It was just a good vibe. Wanting people to talk, network, that's how you build. You can't do shit by yourself. So, but it's all about the willpower of the individual. You can't make nobody do shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is dealt the same options in the world, but everybody may not use those same options. Other motherfuckers may exhaust every fucking one of them and become a millionaire. You feel me? So, hats off to you, cuz I love you to death. You know what I'm saying? Know the vibe for life. You already know what it is. And everybody go check out her music that she do got on streaming platforms. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? She got Big Vibe, the album. Like I said, Nolamite is my favorite song. I swear if y'all listen to that shit, y'all gonna be hype as shit. Shout out Detroit Shanzi. He always hold it down on the beat. And and me and No, we got a video coming very, very soon. We got a song together. It's called What's Up. And, we performed it at my party, but some point in the first quarter of the year, I'm going to get a video together, and y'all will see that coming soon. And is it anybody you want to probably shout out?
Any final thoughts?
Any final words?
Anything coming up you want to
there?
remind everybody about?
Y'all need to come to that sneaker ball. It's about to be crazy. We got a hell heap of performances jumping off. Doughboy Clay headlining, so definitely don't want to miss that.
Shout out Doughboys. Okay.
Yeah, shout out Doughboys. Definitely some Detroit pioneers.
Yes,
yeah, we about to go crazy. We about to turn up. So make sure y'all follow me on all platforms. Know the Vibe, NOE_VIBE on Instagram. You can find me at Know the Vibe on Facebook. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
For sure.
Know the Vibe on YouTube. Make sure y'all follow the Yin and Yang show.
Yes, Yin and
Yang show coming soon,
yes.
For sure. We'll be most definitely promoting it on our podcast. You know what I'm saying? So more ears and eyes can see and hear it. And like I said, cuz, thanks for coming through. I love you to death. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
And we appreciate y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? This is part 2 of episode 1 of the pod, aka People of Detroit. And we got a lot of dope stuff coming soon. And shout out my lady Mimi. You know what I'm saying? She go hard for the team. She pushed me to go crazy. She pushed me to go crazy, and I do it just as well, just vice versa. So y'all rocking with the pod, aka the People of Detroit. We tuning out. Detroit, nigga.